And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Jesus went up into Jerusalem. So they went from Capernaum. After they traveled out, they went up to Jerusalem here. And we see in verse 14, Jesus found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves and changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, so he made like a scourge, which we know is what they used on Jesus when they whipped him. So a scourge is like it's almost like a handle with like a bunch of multiple whips attached onto it. Sometimes they have like sharp pieces of glass in it, so when they do it, it can like dig. And so he made himself a scourge of these small cords, and he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen poured out the changers' money and overthrew the tables. And he said unto them that sold doves, Take these things hence, make not my father's house a house of merchandise. And his disciples remember that it was written, The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. So we see very clearly here, Jesus goes into the temple, and in the temple, these people are selling things, different types of animals. They're making it a place of merchandise. And so Jesus, using his righteous judgment, literally overthrew these tables and kicked them all out of the temple and got all the animals. They released all of them and then poured all their money out. And he did this because he said, Take these things hence. So he gave them back all that they had, and they kicked them out. And he said, Make not my father's house a house of merchandise. And so he saw that they were using evil things in the father's house, which was the temple. And so he used righteous judgment and took it into his own hand. This wasn't any type of sin. You could say, well, Jesus got angry, so he sinned. No, he used righteous judgment here and took authority, which he had the authority. And so he used that and kicked these people out of the temple that were using the father's house for something it wasn't meant to be used for and sinning against God here.